Hello, Gary. It's time for another fabulous program. What's the name of this
Exactly.
program again? It's the stock market, and I do feel like a neophyte. I mean, because we last Friday, the bottom was falling out of everything, and it has been a rough week for me. So I'm pretty much starting over on things, and just I've been I guessed one time right this week, and the rest of the time it's been bad guessing, and that can be costly. So,
Well,
uh,
sometimes it's good to set back, regroup. You can focus. You got to stay focused in this market, and it takes some time to figure out how to do that.
yeah, and I've been, last I've been super busy with my real job, which is masonry contractor. So we're laying in this time of the year, so we're building 20-foot block walls right now, and with this time of the year, they can be blown down by storms and whatnot. So we have to
Oh
brace
man,
them, and it's sort of like playing the stock market. It's a little nerve wracking until
I
you
seen
get
the
the steering.
fireplace you posted. Man, that turned out really good.
Oh yeah, we're having the christening party Saturday night. So if you're in the Indianapolis area, come over at 7 o'clock. We're gonna have
Okay,
about 500 people at my house.
yeah.
But
How you
hey,
gonna
we
do
got
that?
plenty of room. I don't. It's going to be fun. It's our houses. People like to come to our parties. We have like games and stuff. So
Yeah.
I got to be careful. So I posted one game night at the Schmidt's house. We had like just 11 people there and everything. And all these other people. Well, I didn't get invited. I didn't get invited. I said, well, it's cool to hang
Kind of
out
like
at the
a
Schmidt's
wedding.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Who do you not invite? Who do you invite? But yeah. So it's supposed to be like 40 degrees here
Well, at
tomorrow
least
night.
people want to come to your house. I think that's
Yeah,
that's
that
saying
is.
something right there.
Well, it's for Lisa. Lisa's a big draw that we have here. But yeah, it's supposed to be like cold again on
Really?
Saturday. So
Ah,
yeah, perfect. That's good planning for this.
it's
You know,
hot this weekend. The high tomorrow is 94.
dang it, it's going to
Yeah.
be. I think the high tomorrow here is 56, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, so maybe you'll
You
get
got
some
a
of this cold front coming down. But yeah, we
you
have
got a
some
golf
rain.
outing with your buddy Terry.
Oh, what are you playing? What?
Uh I it's some work, something related to work. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, is it like a scramble or something? You need
Yeah.
a
Scramble.
player.
Me, me, Owen, and
Oh,
Terry and his son. So we
oh
plan on
yeah, that you guys ought to shoot some good. That ought to be fun. So where are you playing?
we Kiva golf club.
Sounds like something like poison ivy or something you'd catch out in the
It's
woods.
it's a pretty nice course, I think.
So it's a scramble or is it?
It's a scramble. Yeah.
Okay, well that'd be
Best.
fun. I
Yeah.
wish I could play. I remember back in the day when we had pretty good scramble teams we put together all the
Oh,
time. Now it's like now we just scramble to
we
get
used
there.
your drive and the rest of us.
Yeah,
Okay, man.
yeah, we had fun. We had some fun times, but I can
Yeah,
still hit the ball. It's not that far. Not that far. It's sort of like the stock market. It goes down. Hey, this is a stock market show. This isn't talking
that's
about
right.
golf
That's
or
right.
whatever, although I'm about as good at stock market as at golf. Luckily, I'm good at blockland, so that
Yeah.
always comes in handy. So let's see what's it's just been a rough time here with Israel and Iraq fighting and inflation numbers high and consumer indexes that are not off. And so it's made a lot of uncertainty and stuff. So
Right.
uh,
Right.
what stocks are we looking at today? I mean, I know we always have.
Well, to update last week I talked about gold. I've stayed away from gold once I got green, even though it it just seemed like it was going to go up and make another high. It was going to go, to me, and it probably still will, above the 24.48, just to get a lot of anybody that did short it, get them out, and then maybe drop it. But
It's at
it's
20
still
right
trading.
now. But it was it was 23. Today was the low's 23.86. So it's still, I mean, it's still up, but you're
That's
looking
what I
at.
mean. It is trading at 24.08.9 now, and it spiked overnight trading all the way up to 24.30.
Yeah, that's well, and I sold my shares this morning of Mark Forge pre-market, which it was not a good move because it went up 2 points right out of the gate. Oh, that's always a good feeling when you've made the right choice. But
Yeah.
let's go with the highlights. I picked DNA this week to put some money in and do, I guess, a little day trading, I guess, if you want to call it that. And I made a pretty prediction. I said it's gonna top out at 94, and it was at 0.88. And so I ended up buying it at 87.5 and selling it at like 92 or 3. So that was a good little profit there. And I actually could have made that before lunch. That top
Right.
It was like, hey, we'll spend this on the golf cars.
You did call that. You even told me, and I
texted you the message. It's like, yeah, but what was my comment when you said back, oh, you nailed that one? I said, yeah, broken clocks twice a day. So that's about how I felt this week.
Well, if you look at the chart on it, they were selling that off. I mean,
it was just dropping.
You bought at the right time, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we were trading that around 119, and then it went all the way down to what, 85 or 80?
Yeah, it was 80. Yeah, it ended up getting 86, I think. And I ended up buying it. I was going to buy it at 88, and I said, I'm going to wait a second because it was just dropping. And I said, I got it at 87.5, and it still went down. Yeah, maybe 85 that day. But now it's up there. But yeah, this is one that I'm surprised it got under $1 because they just keep having decent news on it. It's like they come up with a new sourdough something or other. So I don't know what the hell they work on in there, if they're working on bread. So they need to be working on these vaccine things. That seems to be where the money is.
It's a biowork company, but you may have either caught it on the way back up or you caught it on a wave up.
Yeah.
And that would be nice, because if it goes down Monday, Tuesday, then that will have been a really good trade for you.
Yeah, well, right now it's at 92, so that's, and I said it'd be 94. That's pretty close, but it stayed there.
It did come back today. Yeah.
Oh, did
it? Sure did. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah. So
you called it on the button, man.
Yeah, I did. I was like laughing. When I saw it going up like that, I'm like, man, Gary's gonna think I had a crystal ball. Oh, that's what you texted me.
I did.
If you could do crystal ball on the Boyle, Boyle's in that. Now, see, it's down 5 cents. It was up 43 cents. Or no, more than that.
Man, anybody out there, got to keep your eye on Boyle. BOIL. It's a gas trust Bloomberg ETF, and man, it's just consolidating. And ready to pump up to about 24.
Yeah, you just keep thinking it's it's either going to go way up or way down. So, and then you were talking about look at Global Star G-Stat.
Yeah,
it's down at 125 today, and
I know
it was up 128. I may jump in that one. That's that one may be something to look at hard.
Well, at first, it opened up and went up.
Yeah.
I mean, sort of recovered. It went to 124 yesterday and then recovered up to 129 today and then dropped off. And I thought, darn it.
Yeah.
I'd keep an eye on that one. I would definitely get in there. And for anybody that's viewing, the reason we like that, the catalyst on this stock is they're a satellite company. And the first catalyst was Apple bought into it. You can do your own research, but Apple bought into it, or not really bought into it, but funded a lot of their satellites for them, which obviously is good news. And then 3 or 4 months ago, Paul Jacobs, Paul Jacobs, the CEO that left Qualcomm, is now the CEO of GSAT, Global Star. So
they're cooking on something, and I think if you read between the lines on this, they are investing in a lot of stuff right now. So that's why they're not going to show. There's no dividends, there's no earnings really, but it's on the Smart Score by Ameritrader. They're on an 8 for outperform.
Right.
So,
and BlackRock is an investor in it as well. So we like this one. This is a long-term hold for me. I'm not I am not
day
trading this at all. So
another one we have is, that's an interesting one, is the Almost Gold Inc. AGI. That one follows the gold. However, if gold's up, it goes up. But they got it down to a 9. It's been a 10 for the outperform, but now it's down to a 9. But they strike gold, then you're going to make some money.
Yeah, that's
gold,
up at 1530 now. Wow.
Yeah, and that was when I was buying at 1450 and actually 1350. So it's like way up there.
Yeah, you were, I think, at 1359 or something.
Yeah, I think 1349.
Yeah,
right. That's right. It was down that low, and then I would sell it at 1380. So, and now it's like I should have probably kept that one.
So, yeah. And then I think after you sold it, I shorted it. And
you did short it.
I just got lucky. I caught it at the right time, kind of like the wave I'm talking about with the Mark Forge. But it went all the way down to 1478 or something that day. I shorted it, so I went ahead and bought it back and made the profit on it. But it's up now. Well, I shorted it 1507. Did I tell you?
Yeah,
1505 or 1507, and only wrote it. I got 30 cents or something on a few thousand shares, and so it was okay. But now it's at 1530. I'm about ready to short it right now.
Well, if you think gold's going to go down, then do. Another one that we watched is the Credit Suisse X-linked silver shares covered. That's a lot of words. I ended up buying some of those because their dividends go today. They paid 75 cents per share, and I'm trying to figure out if am I going to buy it at a good enough number that I can make a little money selling it and get the dividend. So their dividend record date is today. That's when you got to own it by. So
what's the symbol on that?
That's SLVO.
SLVO. Wow, there hadn't been much volume on it.
No, it never does have much volume. But it is creeped up. I had that one at 68, got the dividend, then got the dividend, sold it at like 72 or whatever. Then it went back down to 69. I took bought it, took the dividend. It went up to 74, and then I sold it. I thought I'll do that again. Well, it just kept going up, and I never. But I just have a very few shares of those. But IBM's another one that is sort of perplexing right now because there's nothing but good news about IBM and how their outlook is great, and all this they're going to have, and they pay a pretty healthy earnings, but they have a dividend. Usually it's like 156, 160 in there per share, but they're supposed to be announcing on the 24th what their earnings are, but they have not given an ex-dividend date for when you have to buy their stock by. But so I already have some of that, but it's a high dollar stock, and it's supposed to be safe and a good investment, right? What could go wrong? How could it blow up?
That's a pretty high dollar stock. I mean, that thing can move. Yeah. Have you looked at what the average trading day range is as far as does it go up 3 points, down 3.6 points?
No, it usually goes a couple. It'll go 2 points a day generally. Okay. So it opened at 182.5, and now it's at 181.5. So it basically lost a point today.
I've never traded it, so it's probably one of the stocks in the market that is actually true on the value of the stock, probably.
Yeah, because since last Friday, it's gone down some, but it sort of follows the market, which the market right now, the Dow Jones is up 100, but NASDAQ's down almost 250. So that's what I'm hoping that happens to Mark Forge.
So the whole time we've been on now, the market's been selling off, and
that's right now. I'm hoping that I was surprised that the Iran deal didn't get more attention. That's sort of what spooked me a little bit about Mark Forge. I mean, they have other issues, but
Right.
That one sort of spooked me about what was going on there, and it seems to be holding around 61-ish on stuff. So,
well, the market I think is sneakily going down, and that's what I told you yesterday.
sneaking, yeah,
sneakily. Is that a word?
Yeah,
And
it is today. That's a special word. You get no charge for that word today.
Yeah, don't ask me how to spell it.
Yeah, it's very trickily to spell sneakily.
But like I said to you, we're down 300 points from the high, and that's not much. That's just not much. But
that's the other thing that sort of spooked me.
Yeah, good news is good news, and bad news is good news. It's just not, the market's just not dropping. There's nothing affecting it. You got a war going on out there, and stock market do anything?
No, it just didn't even seem to, but it doesn't look like they blew up much anyway. So it looks like these guys are like, remember when we were kids, remember we used to get the straw and we'd rip off one end of the straw and blow the straw paper off at somebody. That's what this war reminds me of. It's like, they're not really shooting real bullets. It's like blanks.
Right.
What did Iran shot 300 and something missiles and 2 got through. I mean, I don't know if they put them on carrier pigeons or what, but
it's terrible. If any got through, it's just I
just don't understand why you got to be so. I mean, they're not even neighbors. It's not like it's not like they're fighting Canada or something. For like we would be fighting Canada or something. But
yeah,
I don't get it. I just don't get it. It's like, well, there's a proverb: "Don't put wood on the fire, and the fire dies down." It's like that's why I don't really like funding. Sending funding to these places because it just perpetuates the war. It's for the people that are, hungry and all that. I'm like, well, they're going to quit a lot faster if they're hungry. If they've got full stomach, they're going to fight on. So I was looking also this investing. Yeah, back to the get out of the politics of things.
No politics.
No politics. We got a show for that. This ain't it.
And there's no politics in the stock market.
Oh, no. It's like your guy that took over the G-Stat. It's like, just having him there is,
well, he took Qualcomm. I traded Qualcomm back in the 90s and $4 or $5, and what is it today? 110 or something. So I'm not saying they're going to do that to GSAT. If they do,
but he has done
it. That'd be wonderful. But surely GSAT Global-Star is $8 to $12 stock,
and it's at $1.25 right now.
Yeah,
that bargain. Let's see. It's still,
when he gets to $8, I'm selling. I think I'll just have to see, unless there's really a catalyst of news, pumping it up.
Yeah. Oh, it's down to 123. Our show has a definite effect on things. It was 125 before, and now it's down to an 8 on the Smart Score.
So, nice.
Yeah, just us mentioning it. At some of these shows they mention the stock, it'll go up. We mention it, it goes down. So maybe people are shorting on things.
Maybe we need to change our name.
Man, IBM, stock market short neophytes. We're only 3 foot high. We're midget neophytes.
Neophyte opposite.
But
anyway, So, got any stocks for the viewers out there, I mentioned CLSK, Clean Spark, is a mining company. And that thing has skyrocketed over the last 3 days.
Oh man, it's up 7% today.
Yeah. And
well, it was actually. Oh, I got it on a 1 month.
I traded that. 1370 was the low. It's a great company. It trades right along with Bitcoin. I mean, whatever, kind of like gas, like you and I have talked about. Oil trades along with the gas futures. Clean Spark trades with Bitcoin, and also Mara, M-A-R-A, Marathon Holdings or something.
They're a software company. Is that right?
I think probably. But I mean, they burn, aren't they? I'm not going to look it up while I'm on the show, but aren't they a mining company? Do they burn?
Oh, they're Bitcoin mining.
Yeah,
Bitcoin mining. So that's why it's called software.
Right. Yeah.
So that makes sense that it goes along with the Bitcoin. So is Bitcoin up today? Bitcoin's
up a little. but it's, it has sold off as well. Now the war, they're blaming it on the war. The war did take Bitcoin down about 1%.
They got to
$10,000. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's like, now you have some of that stuff, right? I do not have any of that stuff.
Yeah.
But they seem to be in the news every day or on this.
A guy yesterday, which, on CNBC said Bitcoin's going to 200,000 by the end of the year.
Geez. Well, and I think that it's one of those deals that people were like skeptical of at first, but now they're like, oh, it's here. And if you think about it, our money is pretty much a fiat currency because there's no gold backing it up. It's just, it's like, oh, I just trust you that this dollar's worth $1. So I think that makes people feel better about it. And I don't think people understand it. And this CleanSpark is a company that does the actual mining of it. So, they've, capacity of 230 megawatts. It sounds like something from Back to the Future. Need some gigawatts on this thing, so they're actually mining this product. And so, do you know anybody that does Bitcoin mining? I guess you can do it if you have the proper electrical stuff or whatever. I guess it actually takes some work to do.
Right. No, I don't. I don't. I mean, I could tell a story about, I did talk to a guy that works over at NASA that was interested in getting into it. He's one of the computer nerds over there at NASA, and just to make some extra money. But I guess it takes a pretty high powered computer and generates a lot of electricity, I think, out of your house, and then something to do with the heat.
Yeah, you got to have.
I don't know enough about
a lot of these computers. So that's what we have here in Indiana. We have this new place that's going on up here that they need. It's a technology thing. It's the LEAP project, and it's supposed to be. It's Purdue and Indianapolis. They're trying to make this corridor of, like a Silicon Valley, I guess. We call it the Wabash Valley. But I guess these things need a ton of water to cool these supercomputers.
Oh.
And I don't know if you saw that. They have a computer that works, and they finally found something that makes the coldest temperature ever, like 465 below zero. And apparently this supercomputer can work, it's going to modernize the computer world or something because of these temperature things. So I wonder if we should look that up for if you want to invest in something to get on the ground floor. I don't know. I'm going to look it up. Let's see. What would you Google that?
Yeah, Nvidia, or however you say their name.
Oh, Nvidia. No.
Nvidia?
I don't know what it's called. Yeah. Why would you name something you can't talk about? I'm going to put cold ass computer in my see if that comes up in the Google. Because I just read something on that. So look at that. That was that worked. So I had the BBC, the coldest computers in the world is where I put cold ass computer in there. It's like coldest computers. I don't know what the deal is with how that severe cold works. There's a guy with some funny goggles on here or whatever. So
you imagine if you touched it, you couldn't even throw your coffee out. You just
yeah, I don't know what that's at. That's sort of weird, but that's the first person that did the .com thing. Think about that. It's like that, and that's 20 years old now or more, 25 years old. .com, isn't it? The .com.
Probably that's back in the 90s, wasn't it?
Yeah, 95, 90. Yeah, it's before the world was supposed to end in 1999. Remember that, the Y2K thing?
Hey, oil is going up. Darn it.
We have this conversation every once in a while on oil. Let's see.
I mean, not going up. It's up from the bottom.
Stop from going down.
And Tesla's going down. Tesla's at 148.
I know you were like doing that. That was at 150.
I sold it at 153.16 a couple days ago.
Yeah, I just think I think that is just a symptom of the instability. I think a lot of people have taken money out of the market. That's why I think
I
stuff's
do.
down.
Very, very sneakily. Yeah.
Sneakily.
Yeah.
That's going to be our word for just like, yeah, I'm just easing a little bit out of this every, once in a
Right.
while. I eased a lot of it out this morning. So,
And then they got to come up with the stories, the on the CNBC to back it up. But yeah, they're selling off. That's my opinion. It's just my opinion, but I see it. It just stair stepping down, but very slowly. And then they're trying to. Let's talk about earnings. What do you think about earnings? What's your
okay,
outlook on
yeah.
earnings?
Well, so we got investing.com. If you will go to that, that's a good website. It's free. And I've pulled up the earnings for this week, yesterday, and today. And you'll look and you'll see, the actual compared to what they estimated. And if it beats the estimate, it's in green. If it doesn't beat the estimate, it's in red. And I'm looking down through, and like 75% of these earning reports or more are in the green.
Yeah.
And then we
How's the stock doing?
Well, but let's take Procter and Gamble for an example. Let's look at P&G. It beat the earnings by like a redheaded stepchild, if you can say that. and it was and it's down. Let's look at P&G real quick.
While you're looking that up, I mean, just to chat about it, my take on that is I agree with you. I think the earnings are going to be up, and you think the stock's going to go up because the earnings, or the stock should go up because the earnings are good. But
yeah, that makes sense.
It's the outlook. It's the phone call after the earnings, and then I mean, if they're being realistic, the outlook is not good. For future earnings. So probably the reason Procter Gamble's down. I mean, I didn't.
Well, and I think they anticipate. I think people leak out what they're really going to be on the earnings. Well, but since we've been on the air, it's like gone back up. It's only 71 cents down, but it was down to 153, and now it's at 156. So that it's trying. It's trying to. It got above the opening there for a little bit, but now it's back down. But it's an 8 on that 8 outperform as far as that goes, and it's a buy, and it's a 4 stars and all that happy stuff. You want another good company, but
I just have a feeling the market is selling off, so there's no way. And then I know they play their games; they'll put buy on them. They probably had buy on Tesla. I think they did around 176, and look at it now, 148. But they did, we didn't know this. The news was going to come out that he was, going to delay the start of his most affordable Tesla, and all this stuff. But they're wanting you to buy in while they're selling.
Yeah, I think that there's now we won't do that to you folks on this program because we don't know what we're doing, but but we're trying to figure it out. But that's why we have the banner on the bottom there. It's like, hey, you got to figure out this stuff. But
you got to do your own research on anything. We're not telling anybody what to do.
We're just sort of recapping what we think and what we're doing and how it works. And obviously, if you watched the show last Friday, don't do what I did last week. But up to that point, it was pretty good.
Right.
But yeah, this computer that works in the frozen, it says it's minus 273.15 Celsius, or that's pretty cold.
Yeah.
But I don't. How you get that is I think you do compressors, because we did some masonry work on a cold storage building, and that's where it's like 6 acres, and that's where they keep the ice cream. So your ice cream you buy at your store, that stuff is shipped at 20 below zero. And I said, that seems weird. Why would you have to ship something at 20 below zero? Well, because guess what? If it melts a little bit, it's still 10 below zero. But if you're just floating it, if you're just sending it out there at zero and it doesn't, and you can't get it there in time, it's going to be melting. So nobody wants melted ice cream. So that's why they ship that stuff.
That's called a malt.
another one, carbon fiber. You know, are you familiar with carbon fiber, Gary? That's another one that's shipped at 20 below zero, because carbon fiber, when it gets up to temperatures, when it hardens, that's just a weird
Wow.
deal. So I
That,
guess being cold is good sometimes.
yeah.
But so
I
yeah,
don't like it.
it's gonna be high
I don't like
94 down
anything
there.
below 70.
You don't even like me talking about it being 45 here tomorrow. It makes you, yeah.
No.
It's bad. So yeah, so I that's something that to look at. I don't know what stocks that correlates with. I guess I could put cold ass computer stocks.
Yeah,
See
we
what
could
that
look
says.
that up this week and kind of chat about that next week.
Yeah, see if maybe we'll have some hot buys on that. Oh, you got the computer stock. I know computer stock. I want. Let's see. Maybe I put big cold ass computer stocks in there. That's what it needs to have. Now let's see what that Google's up. Still the same
Man,
thing.
this market is selling off here.
What is the Dow at? Is it? Oh, it's down to 97 and 274 on the NASDAQ. I'm hoping I'm wanting to buy my Mark Forge back at 50 something. I don't know if it's going to get there though. No, it's not. It's at 62.
Is it 62 now?
Yeah, it's at 62. Another great call there. That was a nice $6,000 mistake today. That's good to know.
Well, you're not going to buy them at the low. I mean, and you're not going to sell them.
Yeah, it's just want to, but I still have some of it, so that's good. So yeah. I've got $800 worth today on the upside, so that's good.
I think before the day's out, I'm gonna buy some Tesla. It's still coming down a little bit right now, and then I bought some AMD. AMD's pretty slammed. Now here's a good example of what I'm talking about.
48.
They upgraded AMD. Yesterday. Today's Friday. I think Wednesday. To a price target of 185. It has sold off the last 3 days. So
now which one's that one?
Advanced Micro Devices. It's
okay. AD, what is it?
AMD.
Oh, AMD.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a big one. So yeah. So you say they got some good news. They're another one that should be going up, and they're going down. Man, they've lost $6 today. Who wants to? Let me get in on that one.
Yeah, run a 5-day chart on that. It's crazy. 10-day chart.
Holy garbage! It was up to 160. Yeah, wow.
We talked about this when your buddy was on.
Yeah, Joe.
Joe, yeah. It's had a high of 227. Oh yeah, it's. I mean, so yeah. I bought a first position at 149.22, and I'll be adding to it. So,
well, get ready to add it because it's at 148 now.
I'm not. If it goes 5 more points
that's
down,
funny. That's funny because you just said that. So it's at 148.50. And Tesla is at 148.33.
Yeah.
Those are the same basic numbers. Tesla is down because they had to recall about 4,000 Cybertrucks over an
that came on the stock. It was already down, didn't even move. I mean, that's not the reason it's down.
Well, and then isn't Elon Musk working out some kind of pay schedule? What was his paycheck going to be? Something $1 billion?
Yeah,
I gotta go cash this check. Hold on, I gotta go cash my paycheck today. How many billion you got in there? It's like I used to see like Peyton Manning. He was getting 1.2 million a game or something like that. I'm just gonna go to the bank and ask for this in ones.
Oh yeah, right, man.
Can you make change for this? It's like, oh my gosh.
Did you read the article though about the young lady that got the in the what's the women's league called?
Caitlin Clark, and then our genius Mark Boyle, the sports columnist guy here, that's pretty much questionable. he made some creepy gestures or something like that and made national news over it.
Oh, wow.
But yeah,
well, they said on CNBC yesterday her paycheck to play into basketball is $76,000. But she's going to sign a $10 million deal with Nike.
Right. Yeah. She's getting about 77,000 a year to play basketball. But yeah, she's going to have she's a hot commodity. And I'm just so glad that we've actually gotten some luck. The only last time we had luck, we had the number one pick last year, that Boston gal. She's a really good player. So I look for them to really kick it up a notch. I mean, this could be like a Jordan Pippen type of deal. Because I think she's a player. I don't think she's her. Have you ever watched her training workout, her training ethics? And she just is a hard worker and does all the stuff that she wants to that you need to do to be successful. And she ain't afraid to shoot it. That's for sure.
That's what it takes. You got to do it.
Yeah.
Well, hey, it's I don't know how much longer you want to go. Boyle's back down to 1332. I'll text you if I buy it.
Yeah, let me know. I got cash today. I'm burning a hole in my pocket. And Tesla's down $1.60, and then your other one here, the AMD is down almost $7. And let's see, are they at their lows? No. AMD could go down to 81. But here's the thing about Tesla, Gary.
I just bought 500 shares at 1334.
Oh, you did? Okay. You think that's the number, huh? Okay. I'm going to buy it at 20.
I tried to get it at 32, but they wouldn't let me.
They just said no. But you look at Tesla's at its lowest range in the 52 weeks right now. It's
I know. 52-week low. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it goes
It's a neutral. They're calling it a neutral buy and a reduce, new contract 4, hold, so
if it goes below 148, the low of the day is 148.01. I'm gonna buy it into 147s. I don't know where, but for sure.
Yeah, I'm like, let's see what anything I've got here. Actually, that ZNOG stock, that ZNOG, the Zion Oil and Gas Inc. common stock. It's out of Israel, and it's a penny stock. It's like 7 cents. But I've made 23% on that stock.
What would that do during the war?
I don't know. It doesn't seem to have phased it. I've had it. I'm trying to think when I bought it. I've had it for a while. A buddy of mine told me about it. He said, I know the guy that owns it. He gave me like 500 shares of stock, just as a gift.
Knows the guy that owns what?
That owns the company.
Really?
And, and he said, and I don't know how long they've been around, but it's been a while ago. No, he's Jewish guy, Israel.
Oh, okay.
And so, but it's at 7 cents. I mean, so I got like 10,000 shares of it, and it cost me $6. Or no, not $6, $600. So, but I'm like, oh well, and I just think all they got to do is just hit like Jed Clampett in the oil well, and then they're going. So, or whatever. But
that'd be nice. Yeah.
But yeah, so and then I got my SLVO. I'm trying. I get $10 in dividends, and I'm down $3. So right now, that's a $7 win for me if I can get out of this. If I get my dividend, and then DDD, I've had some of that, but it's.
DDD's spiking today.
Yeah, well, good. It needs to. It's up really 7 whole cents.
Yeah, it really is.
The
whole time we've been on here, the market has sold off. I mean, it's not had one hardly uptick.
Well, the AGEN, Agenus, is up 66 cents today. But man, it has taken a beating. I mean, that thing was at 44, and then they did the 20-to-1 buyback, which put it up to about 880. It's at 564. That one's been brutal. I
sold that, lost about $1,300.
Yeah, well, I lost about $4K on one of them because it's like it's half what it was worth. So I'm at 50. So it's got to really get some legs to go up there. But hey, if it goes up 66 cents a day, it'll get there.
Uh-oh.
What do we got?
Tesla's at 147.99.
Uh-oh, man, they're selling it off. It's at its all-time low.
Yeah.
Actually,
I gotta buy a little bit. Oh man, it's back 148, just like that.
Yeah. Maybe somebody is watching our show. Maybe 3 people. Let's see let's look at one more thing here. Let's look at DNA real quick. See if it's
that's another one. That's the one you called.
Oh, man. It's 88 cents. Oh, I'm gonna buy it.
No.
It's at 88 cents.
I think you got it on the wave. Just keep your profit. Keep an eye on it.
Well, well, I think it's today's low, pretty much.
Darn it.
15 million shares of that sells today.
15,
and it says average. That's average. So it's like, man, that's crazy. They're just trading the garbage out of that thing. It's still a 7 on the high neutral.
Tesla came down to 147.81, which I said I was going to buy it under 148.01, and it's already back to 148.37.
Yep. Well, but now, it's 42 now. It's just like,
that's
got, man, that is a lot of volume. 52. That's above average. 52 million shares of that sold. So you take that times 148. That is a crap ton full of money. I mean, who's got that kind of money?
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah. When you think 100 shares is 14 grand.
Yeah. And then it's like, and then, it's got to go up a bunch more.
Right.
Well, Mark Forge is at basically 61.98.
Hey, so my little Boyle's doing pretty well.
What'd you end up getting? I mean,
1334.
And it's at how many?
It's at 1342.
Here it goes. Up the roller coaster it goes.
I figured it's about time for it to do a spike.
Yep. So I think next week we can get Spiro Araclianos come in, and we're going to talk about puts and shorts and different things. So we'll have some educational stuff, and then hopefully next week I'll be off of the ledge and not wanting to jump out the window and all that good stuff.
Right.
And we'll see what we got here. Let's see if we got. Oh yeah, we got our famous ending here of the. I think the bull got me a little bit this week. I had to ride the goat again. So
yeah, stay strong. I think you'll work your way out of it.
Oh yeah, I get it together. Don't worry about little old me. I'm good. It's just now it's a little more pressure. When I was playing with the house's money, it was a lot more fun when you didn't really feel like you could lose anything. Now it's real money.
It's time to buckle back down.
Yeah, it's time to get it up. So, all right, Gary. Well, we will see what happens this next week. Who knows? I mean,
buy low,
sell high, which I should be. I did the buy low and sell lower, but don't do that.
Well, it's not a loss until you sell it.
Today was that day when it was. So it's all fun and games. So, all right. Well, we'll see you next Friday at noon, and we'll talk about what. So, and hey, Gary, we did get some more followers too, by the way.
Good.
So yeah, it's going to take a minute. It's like the market. You just got to invest. You got to invest some time in the show. So hopefully,
our shows will be up and down. I mean, we got this just like the stock market. So
yeah, that's right. It's like, what they say, buy low,
sell high.
All right. See y'all next week.
Bye.
So you're new to the market and you're watching these market shows and talking to some of your friends, and maybe you listen to one of them and they say, hey, I got this great stock tip for you. Just get on board here and we'll ride this thing together. I'll show you how to do it, and I'll teach you a few things. And you're like, okay, come on and get on. And then you get on there and then all of a sudden the market starts going. You invest this money, the market starts going, and it's going, and you're like, I don't know, I'm feeling a little bit shaky about this deal here, and then the market starts going up and down, and you're like, hey, and then all of a sudden the earnings come out, and it's like, oh, your friend says, oh well, sorry about that. I really thought it was a good deal. I just I'll talk to you later. And then you're sitting there, you're holding on to the horns.